Hello and welcome to this video. I'm so stoked to introduce this new forge to you, my new forge to you. It's called Njord and it's made by the amazing NORDFORGE, which is located in Sweden, and they are producing quality forges. So a couple of months ago I was looking for a new forge because the Beckman was starting to fall apart. And I found that there was a Swedish company making forges, which was awesome because I'm Swedish and I want to support the local producers, you know. And I started reading about the forges and I saw that they seemed to be a really high quality. And what I was reading was, you know, a little bit too good to be true almost, you know, that compared to my old forge, they didn't use nearly as much gas, you know, which is a really good thing if you want to save money, you know. Don't have to go to the to fill the gas up as often. The other part that really blew my mind was that the wool that's used to insulate the heat is cancerogenic free, which is very strange since most of the care wool and super wools on the market today, especially in the cheaper forges, are very dangerous if you breathe in the fibers. Because the fibers are not dangerous once they're not heated, but once they're heated they change and then they get stuck in your lungs, and that can develop to cancer in the long run, which is not good at all. However, this is a new type of project where the fibers stay the same, which means that if they get into your body, they also leave the body, which is great if you don't want to have cancer. So I contacted David because I was interested in buying one of his forges. And the models that he had was really cool, but they were more, in my opinion, suited for the knife maker or the hobbyist axe smith, perhaps. Because when you're starting to get into production, you want to have a slightly bigger forge, in my opinion, so that you can have more material in at the same time and work, you know, more axes during the same hours instead of working one axe at a time. So I was talking about him about perhaps making a custom forge for me. I think I sparked an interest point in him as well, because he was really interested in this idea, and I think that he had been thinking for a while that he wanted a bigger forge available for customers as well. So what we started talking about was what could be a great build for more of the blacksmiths that want a bigger forge so that they can work either bigger stock or more stock at the same time. So what we came up with was this, and we started developing it together. Mostly David, to be honest, but I was, you know, we started having phone calls every other week and discussing what is a great forge, what do we need, blah 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 blah, how effective should it be, how much space should there be inside of the forge, and so on. And this is what we came up with, the NORDFORGE, and it's called Njord. And the reason why it's called Njord is that I actually got the honor of naming it. And since he had Norse or Viking theme on the other products, I was thinking, okay, I had this idea, you know, because when I was playing video games online and stuff, I always called myself Njord, which is, I just really like the name, and it's also one of the gods from the mythology. And he is the god, he's in charge of the sea, and there's a lot of fun stories about him, and I'm gonna tell you one really short. So I think it was Skade. She was a giant's daughter. She was really mad at Odin for some reason, and she was gonna get revenge, but Odin talked her into a deal where she were to take one of the gods as her husband, which was a really good thing back in the days, I guess. She was really cocky, and, you know, so she said, I don't need to see the god. She knew which god she wanted to marry, and she was like, I don't need to see him to know who it is. I only need to see his feet to pick him. And so Odin, and I think it was Odin, he put a cloth up and put a lot of gods behind the cloth so that only the feet were visible. And when she had in mind who she wanted to marry, I think it was Balder, but I'm not sure. She walked beside the cloth, and we're watching the feet, and she picked the most beautiful feet. And when the cloth was removed, the feet belonged to a really old, ugly guy, which was Njord. because he always stands in the water watching the ocean. So his feet was really clean and beautiful. So she had to marry him. So she married Njord, and they moved together, but that didn't last very long. They're still married, but they live on different places apparently. So anyway, so the forge is run by 2 Ragnarok burners, and if you're interested in finding more information about the burners and the forges as well, you can find that in the link in the description to NORDFORGE's website. I was really blown away when I fired this up for the first time. It was, compared to the Beckma, it was like a dragon breathing out, you know. I was totally blown away, and the power of it, and everything. It was true that it was saying on the website, you know. I have the regulators set on, you know, 0.2 bars, and I'm almost up to welding temperature, which is mind-blowing. It's like way better than the Beckma forge, and yeah, it's just a real powerhouse, and I'm so happy to use it. I've only been using it for a couple of days, so the next projects that you're going to see, we're really going to test what this forge can do. So the next project that I'm going to do on YouTube here is going to be Mosaic Damascus axe, hopefully, if everything goes well. It's going to be quite the ambitious task, and it's going to require a lot of welding. So that's really going to test the forge's capabilities, and I'm very confident that it's going to work out really great. So as I said, if you're interested in finding more, please check out David's and NORDFORGE's Instagram page, where he updates weekly on what they're doing and how the process of making the forges is done, which is quite interesting to follow, in my opinion. And if you're interested in buying one of the models that he has available, he has, I think, 4 different models now. One small one a little bit bigger one with 2 burners, then he has one with 3 burners, and then he has this one. So this is the new model, Njord. So I'm very thankful to NORDFORGE that they wanted to do this collaboration with me. I think that it was really great for a really great time. It also developed into some kind of a friendship, which is so nice, you know. These long phone calls, we have spent hours talking about this, and it's been really fun to be a part and develop this product. So I'm very thankful, and I really hope that you guys check out, especially if you're interested in buying a new forge. I would really recommend checking out this company, because they're really great, and really great to work with. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out NORDFORGE on Instagram and their website. You can find the link in the description. And if you want to follow me, you can find me on Instagram, and nowadays you can even find me on TikTok. I don't know what I'm doing there, but yeah, let that be said. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.